A signs you are neglecting your mental health. If you tend to just power through life's inevitable difficulties, then you probably know how to get things done. But sometimes this behavior can make it easy to ignore your own emotional or psychological distress. Addressing your emotions, thought patterns, and behavior as honestly and objectively as possible take another kind of strange, and it can be hard to recognize when it's time to tap into the skill set. The signs that you have ignored your mental health for too long can show up all over your life. Anything that goes untreated will eventually get worse. There are many reasons why people may put off dealing with their mental health. One reason is the common perceptions that we need to talk it out, be strong or independent. Asking for help can seem like a sign of weakness or even self-indulgence. Self-awareness and acceptance of mental health issues in many ways higher than ever. Stigma about acknowledging or attending to mental health still gets in our way. A lack of time or money can also create a barrier to getting much needed help. Working to pay bills, caring for children and sick or elderly family members. All of these things can come before tending to your own mental health needs. From your relationship to sleep and work performance, key facets of your functioning can get compromised if your mental health needs are not supported. No matter what form of help is best for you, whether it's a support group, weekly friend nights, or regular therapy, you deserve to have your mental health needs met. So here are 9 signs that your mental health may get risk and how to get help. Number 1. You feel extreme worry or anger. Do you often find yourself worrying about everyday issues for no obvious reason? Are you always waiting for disaster to strike, or excessively worried about such things as health, money, family, work, or school? Ongoing impatience or irritability can mean that you are not addressing some things that bother you. Irritability can be a sign of depression or anxiety. Moreover, burnout can happen if your mental health needs go unaddressed for too long. You may have a type of anxiety disorder called Generalized Anxiety Disorder or GAD. GAD can make daily life feel like a constant state of worry, fear, and dread. The good news is GAD is treatable. Learn more about the symptoms of GAD and how to find help. Number 2. Your sleep is off. The link between mental health and sleep disorders is significant. The National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI, writes, while mental health issues can disrupt sleep, so too can impaired sleep make mental illness symptoms worse. Seeking out ways to improve your sleep can help you manage your mental health. And if your sleep pattern are not improving on your own, checking in with a doctor or therapist might be helpful. If you ever spend a night tossing and turning, you already know how you feel the next day. Tired, cranky, and out of sorts. But missing out on the recommended 7 to 9 hours of shut-eye nightly does more than make you feel groggy and grumpy. The long-term effects of sleep deprivations are real. It drains your mental abilities and puts your physical health at real risk. Science has linked poor slumber with a number of health problems, from weight gain to weakened immune system. Number 3. Your eating pattern change. While your eating pattern may shift over time for various reasons, mental health conditions like anxiety and depressions can interfere with your appetite. How does anxiety and depression affect eating habits? These stress hormones can slow down your digestion, hunger, and appetite. People with anxiety disorder may also experience other long-term symptoms, such as nausea, that frequently interfere with normal feelings of hunger. Research suggests people in good mood are more likely to prefer nutritious foods that are low in sugar, salt, and fat, and to focus on the long-term benefits of this healthy food. But others show this point to the potential for people in a good mood consuming comfort foods or overeating. If you notice a significant disruptions in your appetite that doesn't resolve quickly, assess whether or not underlying mental health issues might be at play. Number 4. You want to ditch work a lot. Disillusionment and indifference about work can be signs of burnout. Additionally, depression and anxiety can interfere with your functioning at work. If your workplace is toxic, this can harm your mental health over time. But even if you love your job, mental health issues can disrupt your routine in myriad ways. Don't hesitate to reach out for qualified help if you are regularly feeling distress at work. Feeling anxiety at work can be a common and disruptive problem. It can happen for a number of reasons like having a stressful job, problems at home, or even anxiety disorder. It can impact your work performance, making it harder to meet deadlines and concentrate on your tasks, and may cause spillover issues in other areas of your life. Coping strategies may help you deal with anxiety at work. Scan speaking with your manager or HR department about what you are experiencing. Seeking professional help may also help you better manage your symptoms and address the underlying issue. Number 5. You are isolated. A need for solitude as a part of self-care is one thing. But if you find yourself regularly isolating yourself from friends and family, or your isolation is getting worse over time, you might have an underlying mental health conditions. Social isolation doesn't do your overall health any favors. Social isolation is a lack of social connections. Social isolation can lead to loneliness in some people, while others can feel lonely without being socially isolated. Although it's hard to measure social isolation and loneliness precisely, there is strong evidence that many adults aged 50 and older are socially isolated or lonely in ways that put their health at risk. Recent studies found that social isolation significantly increases a person's risk of premature death from all causes, a risk that may rival those of smoking, obesity, and physical inactivity. Social isolation was associated with about a 50% increased risk of dementia. Poor social relationship, characterized by social isolation or loneliness, was associated with a 29% increased risk of heart disease and 32% increased risk of stroke. Number 6. You lost interest in things you used to care about. If you no longer enjoy activities you usually care about, that could be a sign of mental health strain. Depression and anxiety can disrupt day-to-day life in profound ways, as can emotional fatigue and burnout. If your ability to experience pleasure in life is feeling mute, or you are just not enjoying yourself, consider whether or not your mental health is getting compromised in some way. Number 7. You have unexplained physical symptoms. If you feel itchy all over and can rule out any illness, it's possible that those feelings are stemming from anxiety. Unexplained physical symptoms like stomach ache and headache are often a sign that you are under more stress than you may realize, or that you're feeling more internal strain than you are consciously aware of. Keep a journal of your symptoms so that you can bring them to your GP. If there is no physical explanation, it's possible the treatment will have to do with your mental health, because physical health is a mental health too. Number 8. You are having trouble concentrating. While anyone can experience trouble focusing on off day, ongoing concentration difficulties can signal a decline in mental health. Concentration difficulties can be caused by medical, cognitive, or psychological problems, or may be related to sleep disorder or medications, alcohol or drugs. Psychological conditions that can interfere with concentration include anxiety, depressions, bipolar disorder, emotional trauma, and stress. Other associated symptoms of difficulty concentrating include the following: feeling on edge, distractibility, inability to sit still, racing thoughts, irritability, frustration, forgetfulness. Many people report difficulty concentrating symptoms, yet the issue can take different forms. Sometimes your symptoms may indicate a medical issue, while other times a mental health professional is best equipped to address the problem. If you are not able to focus like you used to, especially if your daily functioning is affected, checking in with a therapist can help. Checking in with a therapist can help. If you have managed mental health symptoms for a long time, you might not realize how deeply your life is being affected by them. Many people just do not know that the symptoms they are experiencing are much more serious than they thought. If mental illness is something you have experienced in your entire life or you have witnessed in those around you, you may just think it's normal. Moreover, mental health stigma can create a barrier for those who need help the most. It can take courage to face your problems in a new way, especially if seeking help wasn't modeled in your family. But no matter what your mental health challenge might be, help is available and it's okay to seek it.